Uwazirike was agitating during Obasanjo. A lot of people were agitating. So now that you have arrested, you come down Uwazirike that time. Nnamdi Kanu came up. Now that you have arrested Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa is there. I think this data from Ned Nwoko was telling you that even if you arrest Simon Ekpa today, another Simon Ekpa will come out. So the issue there is that address all those issues. The reason that can negotiate with him and allow him to continue with his agitation. If he meets the criteria of being having his own Biafra, so be it. Don't tell us that this country is not negotiable. Is not negotiable. The unity of this country is not negotiable. It's negotiable for Christ's sake. Because if things are not working the way it's supposed to be, I told you the other day I came here. I said that somebody from China has a say in this country and somebody from Southeast. Let's use what is going on now. The president is from where? Vice is from where? Speaker is from where? Senate president is from where? CJN is from where? Court of Appeal president is from where? National Industrial Court president is from where? Chief Judge of Federal High Court is from where? You are telling me that yes, now that you have removed Kennedy Ohanele and you are now brought in Yanko Jugu, that the people of Southeast will jubilate. Are you talking to idiots? Look at the people that you are talking about. Check, let me start with the source. In football, the people that have made Nigeria proud are the people of Southeast. In commerce, in aviation industry, name it, in academics. They are from people of Southeast. But when it comes to power, during Obasanjo, a lot of people were agitating. So now that you have arrested, you come down Uwazirike that time. Nnamdi Kanu came up. Now that you have arrested Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa is there. I think this data from Ned Nwoko was telling you that even if you arrest Simon Ekpa today, another Simon Ekpa will come out. So the issue there is that address all those issues. The reason that you can negotiate with him and allow him to continue with his agitation. If he meets the criteria of being having his own Biafra, so be it. Don't tell us that this country is not negotiable. Is not negotiable. The unity of this country is not negotiable. It's negotiable for Christ's sake. Because if things are not working the way it's supposed to be, I told you the other day I came here. I said that somebody from China has a say in this country and somebody from Southeast. Let's use what is going on now. The president is from where? Vice is from where? Speaker is from where? Senate president is from where? CJN is from where? Court of Appeal president is from where? National Industrial Court president is from where? Chief Judge of Federal High Court is from where? You are telling me that yes, now that you have removed Kennedy Ohanele and you are now brought in Yanko Jugu, that the people of Southeast will jubilate. Are you talking to idiots? Look at the people that you are talking about. Check, let me start with the source. In football, the people that have made Nigeria proud are the people of Southeast. In commerce, in aviation industry, name it, in academics. They are from people of Southeast. But when it comes to power, they are not qualified. I will tell you, Mr. President, from the first day you are inaugurated till as I'm talking to you, all your policies, administration is totally against the people that we are governed. Now that you have appointed the wife of Ikemba Ojukwu, that is a strategic to get the people of Southeast. I don't know who is advising you. If you cannot take advice of somebody like Obiozo, late, the former president of Ohaneze, you cannot take the advice of Ezife, late. You cannot take advice of someone like Iwayang. You cannot take advice of someone like Obonyon. I can mention Mbazulika Mechi. Those that have seen it all.
What's the advice that they give?
That you should release Nnamdi Kanu. Give them that sense of belonging, so that there will be peace. Now, Nkole, these are assignment to you. Check all the whole countries that is predicated their governance on injustice and unfair treatment against some sections of that country. That country will never have peace. I can go on and on. Why America is succeeding today is because America believes in if you are qualified, you are qualified. As they are treating somebody from American India, they are treating African American like that. That's why somebody from Kenya will go to America and become the president, and you see them progressing. So okay, somebody agitated of marginalization. Yeah. After 50 years, you are still doing the same thing, and you feel that you will have peace. It's more spiritual than physical.
Okay, let's go back to the cabinet, Max. Now, I've heard different schools of thought. They're saying that the things are changing, and this whole idea of having, several slots per state isn't really that fashionable anymore. That really what people want are performers. I mean, if you get 30 Jebu people, if they're the best, you have put them there and let them do the job. So, but this ethnicity diversity continues to play a part, and that's the reason why many people seem to see the appointment of Bianca Ojukwu as a masterstroke.
You see, why if you go to Dubai now, nobody talk about the president. Nobody cares. If you go to UK, nobody talk about who is the president. Nobody cares, because the system is functional. Why people are talking about this issue of it is my turn, it is not my turn, equitable treatment, because some persons felt that this is their father's inheritance. Leadership in this country is their father's inheritance. So that's why you will now see somebody like Buhari, who's supposed to be in jail now, will rule this country for good 8 years. And he will come out to tell you that I will never look for those who gave me 95%. I'll be talking about those who give me 5%. And he rubbished this country with incompetent set of people. Now, Mr. President came up again. Go to CBN, go to NNPC, go to all those key sectors of the economy. Look at those of the people that are working there. Now, the people that you have been marginalized, that you failed to carry along, and people have been asking you, allow these people. They have helped this country.
Max, there's a picture up there. What do we?
Yes, that is the day Iwayan visited Nnamdi Kanu. You can see us there. And Iwayan, this is in his parlor. Iwayan was crying after visiting Nnamdi Kanu. Thereafter, I think
crying about what?
About the way Nnamdi Kanu is being treated. And Iwayan pleaded in that press interview that the president should release Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only area you have peace. I'm talking about the one that have seen it all. Then, after how many months, what happened? Few weeks after Iwayan died, you are still holding Nnamdi Kanu. And you now turn around. Somebody now tell you that go and appoint Bianca as a minister. That Bianca, if you appoint Bianca as a minister, there will be peace in her. So Bianca, after you are swearing in, you go to Southeast and address them. That now that I have been given a minister, everybody should calm down.
No, apart from really, weighing into the Nnamdi Kanu case you talked about, but the appointment of Bianca Ojukwu, who was a former Biafran warlord, really, so don't you think that in itself is the president trying to also carry the Southeasterners along? So
Kennedy Ohanele is not from Southeast. You remove somebody from Anambra and put another person from Anambra. That with I think Minister for State for Foreign Affairs or what they are giving. So that's the only thing that will calm the people of Southeast down. One is to release Nnamdi Kanu, restructure this country, carry the people of Southeast along. Release Nnamdi Kanu, negotiate with him, and allow him to continue with his agitation. If he meets the criteria of being having his own Biafra, so be it. Don't tell us that this country is not negotiable. The unity of this country is not negotiable. It's negotiable, for Christ's sake. Because if things are not working the way it's supposed to be, I told you the other day I came here, I said that somebody from China has a say in this country than somebody from Southeast. Had it been that flag, Chinese flag and the Russian flag that we are carrying in Kano, had it been that flag we are carrying in either Enugu or Anambra or Imo, by now that Southeast would have been turned into ashes. So Ndiboho went to London last week to present a paper. I need Orubudu Republic. Had it been that somebody from Southeast went to that London to present that paper, by now he would have been picked up. So we are not nobody from Southeast, we are being treated as a slave in this country. And that is the essence of this agitation. He's not qualified to be the president. He's not qualified to hold any key position. He suffered on his own, established himself. He will acquire land from their state. Go and see what is happening in Lagos. They are busy collecting lands belonging to the people of Southeast. People with CFO. You go to court, which court? It's not their own court. So what we are saying is that this particular issue can be addressed when the president calm down. Release Nnamdi Kanu, have a discussion with him. You have been having a discussion with bandits and the so-called repentant Boko Haram. Tell me the offense of Nnamdi Kanu, because he's agitating for self-determination, which is his own constitutional fundamental right granted to him by the constitution and the law.
Well, the government's angle is not because of the agitation, because they know that everyone has a right to agitate, but they said the way he was going about it, like and then people were being incited. Well, that's even not what I'm
what of the one the wife of the president incited people during the election? The wife of the president, he incited people that Igbo should go. What of the one Oba of Lagos said that Igbo should go and fall into lagoon? What of those that came out and said that Igbos will not vote? If you are not voting for APC, you will not vote. What happened to them? Has anybody been arrested? That Nnamdi Kanu said something, then you now term that thing he said as is a terrorist, is a crime of terrorism. you charge him for terrorist. His own lawful organization that is registered in almost all the whole countries in America and Europe and Asia, and you now came to Nigeria, you come into a terrorist organization. Now you are now saying that now that IPOB is being recognized in almost all the whole countries in America and Europe, so you are now saying that America, France, Germany, they are recognizing a terrorist organization because you don't want anybody to agitate. You want to suppress anybody. If you talk, you kill him, suppress him, jail him. In a country that is predicated on constitutional governance, it cannot work like that.
Okay, let's get back to the ministerial nomination of Bianca Ojukwu, because you said he took away one from Anambra and brought in another. But remember that the president took away the minister based on the KPI results that came out, which he was not even the one, that did the evaluation. It was the result given to him with which he did that, meaning that if actually the minister had performed, above board in the KPI, he wouldn't have had any reason to remove her rather.
Now, still on that ministerial list, we have 48 of them, am I right? And we have 36 states in this country, including FCT 37. So, apart from Southeast, that have only 5, every other region have more than 6, apart from Southeast. Now, check since 1999, we have been having series of presidents. Let's use what is going on now. The president is from where? Vice is from where? Speaker is from where? Senate President is from where? CJN is from where? Court of Appeal President is from where? National Industrial Court President is from where? Chief Judge of Federal High Court is from where? And you are saying that the people of Southeast belongs to this country.
Are you sure Max, are you sure you're not? I mean, it's just like what I said too. I mean, isn't it time we started to be less sentimental about this diversity?
We have to apply it now. We are saying that the only people that are qualified to hold all this position, nobody from South is qualified. On what basis?
Are you saying that
but the chief of naval staff is from the Southeast?
Huh?
The chief of naval staff?
From where? I'm talking about the key position.
Yeah,
number 1 person, number 2 person, number 3 person, number 4 person, number 5 person. The key position. We have 3 arms of government: the executive, the judiciary, and the parliament. You can never see anybody from Southeast there. Now, the point we are talking about is that when I'm not even talking about, I'm in court about lopsided appointments.
Okay.
I can avail that my process because I did an intensive research in that process. File it, asking court to view whether this particular appointment, whether this particular government is in line with Federal Character Establishment Act, an act of National Assembly that said that you should carry everybody along. Section 14 of the Constitution also said that you should carry everybody along. And we are now doing all these things. You are telling me that yes, now that you have removed Kennedy Ohanele and you are now brought in Bianca Ojukwu, that the people of Southeast will jubilate. Are you talking to idiots? Look at the people that you are talking about. Check. Let me start with the sports. In football, the people that have made Nigeria proud are the people of Southeast. In commerce, in aviation industry, name it. In academics, they are from people of Southeast. But when it comes to power, they are not qualified, and we want them to be happy. Let me tell you, like today that is Monday, go to Southeast. And my annoyance is that these things are avoidable for Christ's sake. They won at Niger. Releasing and the Kalu. Let us start addressing this issue. This early morning, somebody sent me a clip, something they posted. That they said I think they said next week, the next 2 weeks, that there will be nothing like federal court.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whenever you are watching us from. It's another edition of Politics on the Streets. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. The lawyer of Maxwell has said that they have many Simon Ekpa and many Nnamdi Kanu. That if the government refuse to release Maxwell Kanu, or if the government stop Simon Ekpa, that other persons will still come out and fight for the struggle. That it is time the government need to dialogue, that the time is running too late for them. Mazi, how can you answer this, sir?
The lawyer that says so said the right word. Time is running out. There is time no more. Because December 2nd is at hand.
Why do you say there is time no more?
Time no more. So, as the lawyer have said, I myself, I stand in the shoe of the lawyer, joining hand with the lawyer, advising Nigerian government to come out for dialogue.
To come out for dialogue?
Yes. To come out for dialogue, to release Nnamdi Kanu, to make the movement exodus of Biafra to be smooth, to be friendly.
Very easy.
to be brotherly movement. Because why I'm saying this, by and by, Biafra and Nigeria will still cooperate.
Really?
Believe me, by and by, Biafra and Nigeria will still cooperate. You understand? If East German and West German will join together and become full German, one day, Biafra and Nigeria will seek for relationship, diplomatic relationship, and have good ties. You understand what I'm saying? If Iran and Iraq will put their differences aside and have good relationship now, the same will it be between Iran, between Biafra and Nigeria. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Because the progress in Biafra we extended to Nigeria. If Nigeria take it easy with Biafra now, the progress in Biafra will extend to Nigeria.
Really?
I'm telling you honestly.
So,
But as this lawyer is saying now, release Nnamdi Kanu, stop embarrassing or threatening Simon Ekpa and Biafra government in exile. Let us come together for dialogue. And what is that dialogue? How to restore diplomatic relationship in a good way. For Biafra not to go through the barrel of gun again. And for Nigeria not to lose military personnel. And for Biafra not to lose military personnel. In the first war, Nigeria lost military personnel. What killed Biafrans were hunger.
so
Now
never did
I'm
not
coming.
lose. Okay.
Biafra, what kills Biafra much is hunger. Okay, look at it. In a 3 hours battle, Nigeria lost 18,000 men out of 20,000.
Okay.
And lost millions of military hardware at Abagana sector.
Bagana sector.
Now, what Biafra lost is, although Biafra lost, but we lost territories. We lost being Biafra as of that time, and we lost human being. Although Biafra lose much, because at the end of from 1966 to 1970, Biafra lost more than 7 million people.
Okay.
That's just even look at Ukraine and Russia. Ukraine and Russia held the upper hand. Russia is winning, but still Russia have some negative impact of the war, where Ukraine have much. But this time around, I don't think that Nigeria will lose personnel and still regain Biafra back to them. This time, no, it will not be. They will lose personnel and they will never regain Biafra back to them. And Biafra will lose personnel and still have their freedom. This is one thing you have to. This is why this lawyer are saying, no, don't go. For the two sides not to lose, but personnel. But Nigeria, let Biafra go. And Biafra go in peace. And there be peace both in Nigeria and Biafra. Now, but if Nigeria want to do otherwise, by holding Nnamdi Kanu, then you give them instances. As you hold Nnamdi Kanu, to another person not rise up for Biafra, another person rise up for Biafra. So if you hold someone Ekpa now or whatever, people that are more tougher, people are more deadly than someone Ekpa may come up again. Not only one Simon Ekpa, but millions of Simon Ekpa. And if you watch, not only this lawyer said it, I think Maxwell, the barrister,
I said it too.
not only him said it, this senator,
Nedwoko from Delta State.
from not
Delta North.
senatorial zone,
Nedwoko.
have said it also. So if you watch, they are not prophets, but what they are saying is reality, and their tune are rhyming together. So Nigerian government should take it amicably, and if Nigerian government take it amicably, then it will show that it will amend the image of Nigeria in eyes of international.
How will you amend the image of Nigeria?
It will
You know
it will amend the
that
image.
someone has been allegedly charged for treason So you want the government
excuse me.
allegedly charged.
Allegedly charged
because
for treason.
Because you have not been convicted.
And, okay, since 2021, you hold him. Why not you convict him or convict him for the treason charges you label against him?
Okay.
For 2021, you haven't found any proof. You haven't found anything wrong on the charges you lay against him. Okay, you charge him treason. Okay, show us an example. Okay, those children that the government hold now in the north, that they are saying they are underage. Now government said they hold Russian flag. It's a treason against Nigeria. Okay, what the flag do Nnamdi Kanu hold?
Those ones are minor.
They are minor.
Yes.
But Nnamdi Kanu is the major.
I can answer that question, Mazi. I can answer that kind of question.
Nnamdi Kanu is the major because
he's an adult now.
Because he's adult.
Yes, now.
That one is major. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's see. I say it will amend the image of Nigeria.
Okay.
Why do I say so? Because now in Nigeria, in all over the world, in eyes of international community, I think Nigeria or Amnesty Human Rights International, Nigeria is fourth, neither from fourth to first. That don't observe human rights, that don't have respect for human rights,
okay,
that don't know anything like human rights. Now, what brought it? How they handle Biafra issue, how they handle demonstrators, how they handle agitators, how they handle protestants. That is why in human rights record, Nigeria fell woeful. But if they will start from now, amending it, by releasing Nnamdi Kanu, let the Biafra go, denounce terrorists, word the label on agitators, IPOB, and to come back to negotiation, you will see that it will improve the image of Nigeria in the eyes of international community. But if Nigeria continue to go ahead, they will have the worst record.
They will have the worst record.
Yes.
But now, Mazi, do you think that the government will listen to them despite all this plea and all these issues do you think that the government will listen to them?
Anyway, you see,
just
Nigeria,
1 minute.
Nigerian government has a language that they understand. Nigerian government, the way I see it, they don't understand the language of righteousness. Okay. They don't understand it. What they understand is the language, what I will is what I will do.
What I will is
what I will do. That's the language they understand.
So do you think that language has been working for them or it has worked against them?
It's left for them to decide. Because Buhari say, I will teach them the language they will understand. And see where Nigeria is today. The current president is there. You don't want to listen what people are saying. Even when people are shouting hunger, they don't want to listen. Until they do what is in their mind. That's what they know. But whether they like it or not, whether they listen or not listen, like Biafra have come to be. There's no going back again this time around.
Okay. Whether I like it or not, the struggle is here. Thank you for that.
Not the struggle, Biafra already been.
Okay. It has been. Thank you so much for that wonderful.
December 2nd is sacrosanct. It will never fail by God.
Thank you so much for that wonderful
submission,
Mazi.